Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the John Nett Rec Center and the Gostomski Family Gymnasium, home of this evening's Three Rivers Conference boys basketball matchup between the visiting Caledonia Warriors and your Cotter Ramblers. The Minnesota State High School League and the Three Rivers Conference encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent. The student athletes commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. We invite you to support their effort. This time we ask you please rise, remove your caps, and face our nation's flag as we pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem. Now let's meet this evening's starting lineups, beginning with the visitors from Caledonia High School. Number 2, Casey Schultz. Number 3, Austin Klug. Number 5, Andrew Cornelius. Number 10, Jackson Kepke. And number 25, Sam Privet. The Warriors are coached by Brad King, assisted by Jeremy Lease, Dan Reinhardt, and Bob Burmester. And now the starting lineup for your Cotter Ramblers. Number 1, Anthony Guzzo. Number 2, Cale Beckman. Number 20, Connor Yoakum. Number 21, Luke Gardner. And number 30, Tate Gilbertson. The Ramblers are coached by TJ Lowe, assisted by Talon Gilbertson. We'd like to welcome the officials for this evening's game, Heath Mensink and Dan Root. Thanks for providing a safe and fair game for us this evening. May God bless this game, both teams, and the community that supports it. Let's play Cotter Rambler basketball.
And a very pleasant good evening to you tonight as we have Three Rivers Conference basketball, the Caledonia Warriors against the Cotter Ramblers here on the Rambler webcast. And the opening tip is controlled by the Warriors. And the feed underneath for
basket by Kepke.
Jackson Kepke getting the scoring started. Caledonia coming into this game with a record of 4-1. The Ramblers are 0-5. The last game for the Ramblers was supposed to be against Fillmore Central, but that game was canceled, and so they had a last-minute substitution, played Arcadia, and unfortunately lost that one 44-29. There's a three-point shot, good.
Three-point basket by Cale Beckman.
Beckman gives the Ramblers a 1-point lead, 3-2. Out to Cornelius for three, and his three is off the mark. And that is out of bounds off the Ramblers, and it is Caledonia basketball. Inbounding is Klug, and Klug will find Cornelius. Back to Klug on the baseline underneath.
Basket by Klug.
And it is a 1-point lead for Caledonia. Cale Beckman, and his pass is out of bounds and a turnover for the Ramblers. Back to Caledonia. Caledonia, as we said, 4-1. They're coming off a 75-52 win against Rushford Peterson. Inside.
Basket by Privet.
Sam Privet gets his first points of the game, and now full court defense on the inbound pass. Guzzo looking for Yoakum. And then down court, Gilbertson. Cale Beckman stops and puts it up. Short rebound for Klug. Quickly down court, Gilbertson sprinting down, saves it from going out of bounds into the hands of Gardner. And now Beckman will bring the ball up court. Beckman across half court. He will drive, looked for the baseline, and it's taken away. Cornelius got a hand in there and knocked it away to Klug. And now Klug, through two players, lost it. It's picked up by Guzzo. Guzzo with the bounce pass to Gilbertson.
Gilbertson scoring.
Rambler coach TJ Lowe saying that he is seeing some improvement from his team, although at times they do struggle. Here's a three-pointer put up by Cornelius, misses. Rebound by Privet underneath, and that spins out. Privet with the second chance.
Basket by Privet.
4 points now for Privet. Says that although he's seeing the improvements in practice, kind of struggling to get it on the court. And Privet fouled.
Rambler foul number 20, Connor Yoakum. Privet at the line.
Coach Lowe saying that in order to put what they've put in practice on the court, they just need to be more mentally focused. Says that on-the-ball defense has been a major focus over the last couple of weeks, and that has been showing up in practice. One more for Privet. And Privet knocks them both down. Timeout on the floor. 15:25 left to go. This is the Rambler Basketball Webcast.
Timeout, Ramblers. Full timeout. Now's a great time to bank with WNB Mobile. Check your accounts, transfer money, deposit checks, pay bills wherever you are. WNB Financial, more than a bank, member FDIC, and a proud sponsor of Rambler Athletics. RTP is your local compounder of custom-engineered thermoplastics and a valued sponsor of Rambler Athletics. Dell Toyota is your source for new and used vehicles in Winona. Check out their large inventory online, then go on down and take a test drive. Cotter Schools is celebrating National Catholic Schools Week. We'd like to wish everyone a very happy Catholic Schools Week.
15:25 remaining here in the first half. It is a 4-point lead for Caledonia. Justin Barrientos along with you here in the play-by-play. Andy Wojciechowski on the public address tonight. Cale Beckman with the ball, looking to the bench for the play. Beckman gets across the 10-second line. Over to Tate Gilbertson. Gilbertson over to Beckman and pull up from the elbow. Just off the mark, and a rebound for Vondro. Gilbertson able to knock that pass away as Morrow looked to go inside. Here comes Yoakum. Yoakum over to Gardner. And then in the corner, Guzzo. Beckman up top, looking inside for Yoakum. Passes deflected, and then picked up by Miners. Miners inside, and travel called inside.
In for the Ramblers, number 22, Peyton Weifenbach.
Looking over the rest of the scouting report for today, Coach Lowe said that the Ramblers have to handle the ball better, keep their dribble longer, shorten up passes, and then defensively make some contact early and not allow Caledonia easy entry into the lane. 4-point lead for Caledonia. Welsh looking to go inside for Pieper, and pass deflected. Cale Beckman picks up the loose ball, down court for Gardner. Here's Luke Gardner as he stops over to Beckman. Weifenbach driving, back to Beckman. Beckman stops top of the key to Gardner for three. Off the mark, Yoakum with the rebound. Yoakum trying to shake around and deflected, and Yoakum will go to the line for 2 shots.
Warriors foul number 22, Christopher Pieper. Yoakum at the line.
As with the JV game, Caledonia's roster big enough where they can sub 5 players at a time and keep fresh legs on the floor. I think so that's a little bit more important this season for Caledonia, as they're without their top scorer, Eli King, who had a meniscus injury during football season. Tried to play through it and finished out the season, and then had surgery on the meniscus and will miss the basketball season.
Basket by Privet.
It's Privet with 7 points yet tonight. Stopping Guzzo, and Guzzo's pass intercepted by Kepke, and Kepke underneath, and it spins out. Privet blocked by Weifenbach. Loose ball, still a sprint for it, and saved by Caledonia into the hands of Cornelius. And an offensive foul called underneath on Caledonia.
Caledonia foul number 25, Sam Privet.
Caledonia also graduated Noah King, who had 2,575 points in his Caledonia career, the all-time leading scorer at Caledonia. And a timeout called on the floor. 12:51 left to go here in the first half. 11-7 Caledonia with the lead. This is the Rambler basketball webcast.
Timeout, Ramblers. Full timeout. Upcoming action for the Ramblers. The girls are home this Friday, playing host to La Crescent. We'll start the webcast at 5 o'clock with the freshmen, followed by the JV and varsity. Boys are home next week on Tuesday, playing host to Rushford Peterson. Game time is 5 p.m. for the freshmen, followed by the JV and varsity. Then they're home next Thursday, February 11th, playing host to Wabasha Kellogg. We'll start the webcast at 5 o'clock with the freshmen, followed by JV and varsity.
Just to close out the thought on Noah King. Noah King committed to Kirkwood Community College in Cedar Rapids, playing for them right now. His older brother Owen King, of course, went to South Dakota State University for a couple years and now is transferred here to Winona State. And he's playing for the Warriors now. We just saw him last weekend on a game that I covered for HBC.
Warriors foul number 10, Jackson Kepke.
So King, Owen King, a junior, will actually have 3 years to play at Winona State because of the extra year granted to all players because of COVID.
Warriors foul number 25, Sam Privet.
It's the second foul on Privet, 4th team foul for Caledonia. Owen King was the all-time leading scorer at Caledonia before Noah passed him. Ramblers with the ball here, down by 4. Guzzo, baseline drive underneath.
Basket by Guzzo.
First points of the night for Anthony Guzzo. And now a 2-point lead for Caledonia. Inside Privet.
Basket by Privet.
Caledonia setting up a trap play, looking to force the Ramblers to the sidelines. Guzzo gets it across the 10-second line. And Guzzo over to Yoakum. Yoakum to Gardner. And now Cale Beckman. Beckman went to drive baseline and a foul called.
Warriors foul number 2, Casey Schultz. Gilbertson back for the Ramblers.
So now 5 team fouls for Caledonia here in the first half. Still 11:46 left to play. And Caledonia with just 1 more foul to give before giving foul shots to the Ramblers.
Guzzo scoring.
4 points now for Anthony Guzzo. And just a 2-point lead again for Caledonia. Austin Klug looking to get it over to Cornelius.
Basket by Cornelius.
And that's the first points of the night for Andrew Cornelius. Bounce pass went through Cornelius's hands, but Klug picks up the loose ball. And now Klug fires it down court. Cornelius setting up the alley-oop underneath. Kepke missed the first try.
Basket by Kepke.
Gets the second, and that's 4 tonight for Jackson Kepke. Guzzo stolen away at midcourt.
Basket by Cornelius.
Cornelius with the flush. And that got the Caledonia bench excited. And just like that, now an 8-point lead for Caledonia. Gilbertson has the ball go through his legs. Jump ball on the floor.
Jump ball, Rambler ball.
Again, a fresh 5 on the floor for Caledonia. Beckman will inbound to Weifenbach. Weifenbach inside.
Weifenbach scoring.
Down court is Miners. Short on the shot, and trying to save it was Colin Welsh, but ends up knocking it out of bounds, and it's Cotter basketball. Tate Gilbertson with the ball. And Gilbertson will get across half court. Gilbertson taking a look as he sets it up for the Ramblers. Gilbertson baseline over to Beckman. Up top Guzzo, and Guzzo takes the dribble to the free throw line. Here's Vondro. Vondro stops at the free throw line.
Basket by Welsh.
Welsh with the basket. And a timeout. 9:44 left to go. 21-13, Caledonia with the lead. This is the Rambler Basketball Webcast.
Timeout, Warriors. Full timeout.
.944 remaining here in the first half. 21-13, Caledonia with the lead. Ramblers will inbound Cale Beckman to inbound to Connor Yoakum. Amara has it stolen away. Miners down court, and an offensive foul called on Miners as Beckman takes the charge underneath.
Warrior foul number 33, Thane Miners.
Be the 6th team foul for Caledonia, so they will be over the limit on the next foul. Here's Beckman off the screen set by Guzzo to Weifenbach. Weifenbach, baseline drive underneath, misses, and a rebound by Morrow. Morrow up court. Morrow gives it off to Miners. Miners then over to Vondro for 3.
3-point basket by Devin Vonderol.
And now an 11-point lead with 9 minutes left to go first half. Beckman stops over to Weifenbach. Weifenbach through the lane and tried to put it up, but stripped. Morrow grabs the loose ball. Beckman skies for the deflection on the pass, but it goes into the hands of Miners. Driving, Vondro, and partially blocked, and Beckman tried to save it from going out of bounds, but on the baseline.
Gardner back for the Ramblers. Gilbertson back for the Ramblers.
Valiant effort by Beckman to try to save that from going out of bounds, but just on the ground on the baseline, and it's Caledonia basketball. 8:38 remaining. Pass in to Pieper.
Basket by Pieper.
Christopher Pieper with his first points of the game. And out of bounds, Vondro. And it'll be Rambler basketball. Beckman. And the pass to Gardner, now underneath Gilbertson. Baseline pass looking for Kamara. He's double teamed, but finds Beckman up top. Beckman off to the right. And Beckman's pass for Kamara, a little too long, out of bounds. Caledonia basketball.
Guzzo back for the Ramblers.
.752 left to go, 26-13, Caledonia. Up alone was Klug, drives inside, count it, and the foul.
Rambler foul number 3, Abraham Kamara. Basket by Klug.
On the line is Klug for the 3-point play and connects. 29-13, 7:42 left to go first half. Guzzo across half court. Guzzo trapped on the right side to Gardner. Now Kamara. Kamara from the free throw line over to Beckman. Now Guzzo. Ramblers trying to catch Caledonia off guard. Little pass behind for Kamara. Stolen away. And then off the backboard, Cornelius. It's Rambler basketball. Guzzo will inbound with 7:20 left to go. Guzzo to Kamara. And from behind was Cornelius, who kept the dribble and then got back up to his feet. Cornelius underneath and off the glass. Kepke.
Basket by Kepke.
That is 6 for Kepke. Beckman taking a look. And it's stolen away. That's Klug. Austin Klug underneath.
Basket by Klug.
7 points for Austin Klug and a timeout called. 6:43 left to go first half. 20-point lead for Caledonia. This is the Rambler basketball webcast.
Timeout. Ramblers full timeout. Now's a great time to bank with WNB Mobile. Check your accounts, transfer money, deposit checks, pay bills wherever you are. WNB Financial, more than a bank, member FDIC, and a proud sponsor of Rambler Athletics. RTP is your local compounder of thermoplastics and a valued sponsor of Rambler Athletics. Dell Toyota is your source for new and used automobiles in Winona. Browse their large inventory online, then come on down and take a test drive.
Obviously, a very strong Caledonia team on display here, and that's kind of a carryover from last season. The Warriors were 28-1, and they actually won Section 1 Class 2A with a 71-53 win over Stewartville. And then, of course, after that, that's when things were shut down due to COVID. Otherwise, Caledonia would have made a trip to state last season. In fact, under Brad King, who took over, I think it was the 2017-2018 school year, King 84-17 as head coach of the Caledonia Warriors. Underneath,
Basket by Klug.
that is 9 for Austin Klug. Beckman with the ball for the Ramblers. Beckman looking for Yoakum. Yoakum underneath, triple teamed. And that went over the basket by Guzzo. Rebound by Klug. Long baseball pass intercepted by Weifenbach. Weifenbach gives it off to Gardner and then back up top Weifenbach. 5:44 left to go first half. Weifenbach takes a dribble and then that pass disrupted. Picked up again by Morrow. Underneath, Yoakum for the basket.
Yoakum scoring.
Klug for 3, and that doesn't go. Out of bounds. Rambler basketball.
Gilbertson back for the Ramblers.
Gilbertson at the point. Gilbertson gets it over to Gardner. Luke Gardner driving and stripped. And it looked like it was Privet who got a hand in there. Guzzo to inbound for the Ramblers. Guzzo gets it to Weifenbach. Weifenbach, turnaround shot doesn't go. And up for the rebound was Devin Vondro. Vondro down court, looking for Welsh. Morrow, jumper. And tracked down by Gardner. The outlet to Gilbertson. Weifenbach was there in the passing lane, but Gilbertson couldn't cleanly handle the pass out of bounds. And it's Caledonia basketball. Miners through the lane.
Basket by Miners.
And the first points of the night for Miners. 4:27 left to go first half. 37-15. Guzzo over to Yoakum for 3.
3-point basket by Connor Yoakum.
Yoakum with 7 in tonight's game. He leads the Ramblers in scoring. And stolen away by Gardner. Gilbertson driving. And Gilbertson underneath.
Basket by Gilbertson.
Little dribble off the foot by Miners, turns it over. Weifenbach picks up the loose ball. Weifenbach for Guzzo. Guzzo tries to go baseline. Over to Yoakum. And Yoakum's pass deflected, but Gilbertson there to get it. Gilbertson off balance hook. And doesn't go. Rebound for Morrow. Ramblers trying to knock it away, and Vondro able to get it back. To Miners. And Miners through the lane. And we get a foul called in the lane.
Rambler foul number 22, Peyton Weifenbach.
And Miners hits the front rim.
Beckman back for the Ramblers. Kamara back for the Ramblers.
Second shot by Miners also good. Kamara down court for Yoakum, and Yoakum falls to the floor. He'll go in for 2 foul shots.
Warrior foul number 10, Jackson Kepke. Yoakum at the line.
Yoakum knocks down both foul shots. 9 points for Yoakum. He's 4 for 4 from the foul line. And the Ramblers keeping it at 17 now. Under 3 minutes to play. Driving Klug. Little dump off pass to Schultz.
Basket by Schultz.
You see Schultz with his first points of the game. Kamara will pass off to Gardner. Beckman, and it's deflected by Schultz. And the loose ball grabbed by Kepke. Floating through, but missing Cornelius. And underneath.
Basket by Privet.
Privet becomes the first player in double figures. 11 points tonight for Privet. Tate Gilbertson behind the back dribble to Beckman. Cale Beckman. Top of the key jumper and saved by Klug. Underneath, Cornelius.
Basket by Cornelius.
Beckman high off the glass, doesn't go, and Cornelius, or excuse me, Privet with the rebound. Good ball movement by the Warriors, and that led to a shot by Cornelius.
Basket by Privet.
And then Privet with the cleanup. 13 points tonight for Privet. 1 minute left to go. Beckman with the pass over to Yoakum. Shot doesn't go, and Privet with the rebound. Beckman tried for the steal. Inside, Cornelius tipped around by Schultz, grabs the rebound, kicks it out to Klug for 3.
3-point basket by Austin Klug.
That is 12 for Klug tonight. Second player in double figures for Caledonia. And the loose ball picked up by Kepke down court for Klug.
Warrior foul number 5, Andrew Cornelius. Beckman at the line.
First foul shots of the night for Cale Beckman. Down court, Cornelius. And Schultz underneath.
Basket by Schultz.
That's 4 for Schultz, and Beckman fires it down court.
Your halftime score, Warriors 52, Ramblers 22.
At the half, Sam Privet leading all scorers with 13, Austin Klug with 12, and then Cornelius and Kepke both with 6 apiece. For the Ramblers, Connor Yoakum leads with 9 points. We'll take a break. This is the Rambler Basketball Webcast. 52-22 lead for Caledonia as we begin action again here in the second half. Justin Barrientos along with you here on the play-by-play on the Rambler Basketball Webcast. Andy Wojciechowski on the public address mic, and Caledonia with the ball. Austin Klug, who scored 12 points in that first half, driving hard to the basket, will head to the line for 2 shots.
Rambler foul number 2, Cale Beckman. Klug at the line.
That is the first on Beckman, first team foul for the Ramblers here in the second half. And Klug off the mark on the free throw. He's now 1 of 2 from the foul line today. One more shot upcoming. And Klug knocks down 1 of 2, so that's 13. Ties him with Privet for the game lead in points. Under Yoakum, and it doesn't go. Rebound by Privet. Privet for 3.
3-point basket by Sam Privet.
And so Privet now with 16. Gilbertson gives it off to Gardner. Guzzo to Beckman for 3. And just off the mark, Privet with the rebound. Quick outlet to Cornelius. Cornelius gives it to Klug for an NBA range 3 that's short. And Beckman with the rebound. Beckman turns around from Klug to Guzzo. Guzzo picked up the dribble to Yoakum. Inside Gilbertson, and no room there as the block was closed off. Gilbertson will come back out up top. Top of the key, the give to Gardner. Beckman backs up. Picks up the dribble. Gilbertson to Yoakum for 3.
3-point basket by Connor Yoakum.
And that's 12 tonight for Connor Yoakum. Klug driving.
Basket by Klug.
15 for Klug. Beckman driving off to the left wing, double teamed on the left wing. Has to get away from it. Yoakum, outside jumper doesn't go, and a rebound for Schultz. Down court, Cornelius. Cornelius on the baseline. And that doesn't go. Got his own rebound, missed the second opportunity, grabbed the second rebound. Cornelius gets it back after the quick pass.
Basket by Cornelius.
And that's 8 for Cornelius. Cale Beckman stolen away by Klug. Klug with the backward pass.
Basket by Kepke.
And Kepke with 8 points. Guzzo stops, gives it off to Beckman, who saved it before it went out of bounds. And then stolen away by Klug. And going up for the dunk missing is Cornelius.
Basket by Privet.
Beckman trying to drive and then inside and stripped away from Gardner, out of bounds. And a fresh 5 for Caledonia. Inbounds to Gilbertson. Gilbertson to Guzzo. And now Gardner. Inside, Gilbertson turnaround jumper doesn't go, and a rebound for Morrow. Underneath, and that is missed by Vondro. And now here come the Ramblers. Gilbertson underneath, and he'll head to the line for 2 shots.
Warrior foul number 21, Blake Morrow. Gilbertson at the line. Weifenbach back for the Ramblers along with number 15, Vanya Schultz.
One more for Gilbertson, and that's short. And a rebound underneath by Pieper. And underneath.
Basket by Miners.
That is 6 now for Miners. Weifenbach pass inside. And that'll go out of bounds off Gilbertson. Caledonia basketball. 13-17 left to go here in the second half. 66-25, Caledonia with the lead. Deflected underneath. And that was Gardner that got a hand on the pass. And now Weifenbach with the bounce pass for Guzzo. And Guzzo tried to fire. Schultz had the pass deflected by Miners. And it's Rambler basketball. Guzzo will inbound. 12:56 left to go here, second half. And we get an offensive foul.
Rambler foul number 22, Peyton Weifenbach.
That'll be the second on Weifenbach, second team foul for the Ramblers. Miners gets it over to Morrow. Morrow through the lane.
Basket by Morrow.
You can hear the Caledonia bench erupting as Morrow gets his first points of the game. And there have been a number of Warriors who have scored in this one now. 10 different Warriors have scored tonight. Schultz with the ball over to Gilbertson. And now Gardner underneath, and it's blocked, and Weifenbach falls to the floor. And it'll be Caledonia basketball.
Kamara back for the Ramblers along with number 10, Ryan Hesh.
Miners gives it over to Vondro. And now Welsh will get it over to Miners. Guzzo on the defense, but Miners splits through on his way to the basket, fouled. And we'll head to the line for 2.
Rambler foul number 22, Peyton Weifenbach.
It's the third on Weifenbach, third team foul for the Ramblers.
And for the Ramblers, number 13, Ethan Hesh.
And short was Miners. Guzzo with the rebound, and he'll get a little push.
Warriors foul number 22, Christopher Pieper. In for the Warriors, number 44, Brett Schultz.
Schultz checks in as Hesh will inbound for the Ramblers. Kamara trying to go top of the key, lost it, and knocked away by Vondro underneath, and that one's short for Pieper. Jump ball. And it'll be Rambler basketball.
Jump ball, Rambler ball.
Guzzo across half court for the Ramblers. And looking for Kamara, who went towards the block. Now Hesh for three and missed. Schultz with the rebound. Kamara with the steal. And now here's Guzzo underneath on the double team. Misses. And once again, Schultz with the rebound. Schultz will bring it up court. Collides. Well, Brett Schultz with Vanya Schultz.
Rambler foul number 15, Vanya Schultz.
And Vanya Schultz called for the foul, his first, team fourth. Three-pointer in the corner, off by Vondro. And Kamara with the rebound. 11 minutes left to go. Over to Hesh. Ethan Hesh takes a look at Guzzo, and then Vanya Schultz put up the three. And that's off to the right just a little bit. Schultz went to track, and Welsh will fire it down court, intercepted by Guzzo. Guzzo will take a look at the defense and then back up over to Ryan Hesh. Or excuse me, Ethan Hesh. Vanya Schultz picks it up over to Hesh. Stops at the free throw line for the jumper.
Ethan Hesh scoring.
Vondro thought about driving in a little bit, but then backs up. And a foul called underneath.
Rambler foul number 1, Anthony Guzzo. Beckman back for the Ramblers. In for the Warriors, number 23, Lewis Doyle.
One more foul shot for Vondro. And Vondro misses the second, but an offensive rebound, and the shot missed underneath by Morrow. And now Beckman will run the point for the Ramblers. Beckman across half court. He's closely guarded by Doyle. Hesh baseline drive, up and under, missed. And a rebound by Pieper. Pieper leading the break for Caledonia. Kamara got a hand on it. Loose ball picked up by Morrow. He's stopped at the block. And now Schultz with the three-point shot, in and out. Loose ball tracked down by Ryan Hesh. And now Beckman. Excuse me, that was Ethan Hesh. And to Kamara. And double teamed at the block. Now Ryan Hesh. Driving Beckman and double teamed underneath. Beckman gets his own rebound.
Basket by Beckman.
Good fight by Kyle Beckman underneath. And now that's 5 points for Beckman tonight.
Basket by Doyle.
First points of the night for Lewis Doyle. Up top, Beckman. Beckman trying to dribble inside, and defense is there. Turns around, puts the shot up, doesn't go. And eventually Pieper comes down with the rebound. This has been kind of a one-sided series since the 2004-2005 season. These teams have met 20 times. Caledonia winning 17 of those meetings.
Remember, foul number 13.